Okay, I have something that's urgent that you need to know. Some factual information, and probably a lot of people know this information already, but they don't even know that they know it. But the way this writer put this information together, I think will help you get a better idea of the subject matter. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. This man wrote. This information. Doug Yurchey wrote uh, Marijuana Conspiracy. And nobody wants to talk about it face to face because every time you hear the word marijuana, people get it's like fear. It's like look over your shoulder. It's like are they coming for me? You know what I'm saying? It's utterly ridiculous. It's a slang name that is given to a plant that will save this planet by using it for the benefit of the planet and the people. So I thought it was so powerful the way he put it together. And I knew that there are a lot of you that don't read, that maybe can't read, that don't have the time to read. So again, just like I read The Coming of the Elohim to you, this isn't as long, but I feel this is very necessary for you to for me to read to you. It's urgent because this can save our economy and our environment, and it's been this plant has been held hostage over lies and misrepresentation. In fact, no proper representation was given to it when it was made illegally. Okay, so he begins by saying, and I will, actually quoting the scripture. This is from Ezekiel 34 and 29. And it says, and I will raise up for them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed with hunger in the land. How about that? The real reason cannabis has been outlawed has nothing to do with its effect on the mind and body. Now, he uses the M word, marijuana, in this description, but, I don't use the word. Okay? All right. So it goes on to say, marijuana is dangerous. Pot is not harmful to the human body or mind. Marijuana does not pose a threat to the general public. Marijuana is very much a danger to the oil companies, alcohol, tobacco industries, and a large number of chemical corporations. Various big businesses with plenty of dollars and influence has suppressed the truth from the people. The truth is, if he says marijuana, I would say cannabis sativa, which is the scientific name, or hemp, which is the industrial name, hemp, was utilized for its vast array of commercial products, it would create an industrial atomic bomb. Entrepreneurs have not been educated on the product's potential of pot. The super rich have conspired to spread misinformation about an extremely versatile plant that, if used properly, would ruin their companies. Where did the word marijuana come from? In the mid-1930s, the M word was created to tarnish the good image and phenomenal history of the hemp plant, as I will read to you. The facts cited here with references are generally verifiable in the Encyclopedia Britannica, which was printed on hemp paper for 150 years. All school books were made from hemp or flax paper until 1880s. That's the Hemp Paper Reconsidered. Jack Fraser, 1974. It was legal to pay taxes with hemp in America from 1631 until the early 1800s. LA Times, August 12, 1981. Refusing to grow hemp in America during the 17th and 18th centuries was against the law. You could be jailed in Virginia for refusing to grow hemp from 1763 to 1769. Hemp in colonial Virginia, G.M. Herndon. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and other founding fathers grew hemp. Washington and Jefferson diaries. Jefferson smuggled hemp seeds from China to France, then to America. Yeah, I know some of you know this, but some of you don't. And those are who I'm telling it to. And I'm going to go on. Benjamin Franklin owned one of the first paper mills in America, and it processed hemp. Also, the War of 1812 was fought over hemp. Napoleon wanted to cut off Moscow's export to England. Emperors Wears No Clothes by Jack Herer. For thousands of years, 90% of all ships, sails, and rope were made from hemp. The word canvas is Dutch for cannabis. Webster's New World Dictionary. 80% of all textiles, fabrics, clothes, linens, drapes, bed sheets, etc. were made from hemp until 1820s with the introduction of the cotton gin. The first Bibles, maps, charts, Betsy Ross's flag, the first drafts of Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution were made from hemp. U.S. Government Archives. The first crop grown in many states was hemp. 1850 was a peak year for Kentucky, producing 40,000 tons. Hemp was the largest cash crop until the 20th century. State Archives. Oldest known records of hemp farming go back 5,000 years in China. Although hemp industrialization probably goes back to ancient Egypt. Rembrandt's, Gainsborough, Van Gogh, as well as most early canvas paintings were principally painted on hemp linen. In 1916, the U.S. government predicted that by the 1940s, all paper would come from hemp and that no more trees need to be cut down. Government studies report that 1 acre of hemp equals 4.1 acre of trees. Plans were in the works to implement such programs. Department of Agriculture. Quality paints and varnishes were made from hemp seed oil until 1937. 58,000 tons of hemp seeds were used in America for paint products in 1935. Sherwin-Williams Paint Company testimony before Congress against the 1937 Marijuana Tax Act. Did you hear that? What I just said there? I said that 58 tons of hemp seeds was used in America for paint products. Now, when they started using that other stuff in paint products, the lead, then we became victims of lead poisoning. So, again, who is misleading who? You know, we need to know the truth, and the truth will set us all free for the healing of our environment, our land. I'm going to go on. Henry Ford. Oh, I love this one, okay? Henry Ford's first Model T was built to run on hemp gasoline, and the car itself was constructed from hemp, okay? From the seeds and the cellulose, the